up, y'all? I'm the MCMNG.
And I'm Master Shenlo.
Coming to you live from the hive.
With another tale from the deep.
Yeah.
Hi, we got chess and blunts, my friend. What's up? Let me spark.
Tune in. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell your uncle, everybody in between.
You got any topics for us to bring up or, want to know our opinions on it? Let us know, man. Shit in the comments below. We're always up for conversation. That's what this is really about. It's just, getting together, connecting, having a conversation, seeing where it leads, like shit. Conversation carries you to some interesting places.
Yeah, man. It's good to be open and vocal and share your opinions and bounce them off other people and, be open. Yeah,
especially with a great guy like Isaac. This guy right here, man, this dude, he looks around like he don't know who he is or something, but no, he knows. He's a very intelligent individual, very, very, very intellectual, you know what I'm saying? So it's always nice to get some feedback from him.
Same for that Angelo cat.
I have some stuff to say. I have a little bit different take. I'll say you have more of an academic background than I do.
No doubt. But I mean, everybody's has an informed opinion, about where they live and how they've lived it.
Yeah, I'm not as ignorant as I used to be. I used to think I knew everything. Especially once I started becoming spiritual. I thought I was fucking God. We are God, in a way, but not the God.
Yeah, I could see where you're coming from on that one. But yeah, man, yeah. Godly. Yeah, it's good to know that you are the master of your universe, though. That you're in control. Because if you don't know that, man, then you're going to be...
But you got to know the extent of your universe as well. You know what I'm saying? Because outside yourself is outside yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Doubt.
So, like, your universe isn't my universe. You feel me? I am not the master of your universe. So I cannot control you. I could, maybe manipulate you. People can manipulate and control, but you don't necessarily want to do that. It's not the greatest thing to do for another person. And I'm sure that person, if they catch on to what you're doing, they're not going to very much appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Most people don't like being manipulated.
Fuck no, I don't.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm pretty keen. I always watch for that type of stuff because, especially in like business and corporations, they always try to get one up on you, especially if you don't know shit.
Yeah. It's all about that, like you're talking about legalese, the know-how.
Yep.
Getting around the loopholes and shit.
Yeah, and the system, bro. That's all it is. It's just loopholes, bro. Just jumping through hoops. That's all they have you do every day, bro. Just jump through some hoops. Do some tricks.
Like, do a few tricks, give you a couple bucks.
Jump through this fire hoop. Jump through 3 of them at once. Let's see if you can do it.
Here's a couple bucks.
I want you to do a spinning backflip through this fire flaming hoop and land diving into that pool right there of water that is in this little cup. It's actually not a pool. It's just a cup of water. Land in that cup of water. Make sure you land in the cup of water. Okay? All the way in it. Like, haven't you seen those fucking, like, cartoons where they, like, dive into the cup of water?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they want you to do.
Those are my expectations for my employees.
Fucking unrealistic as hell. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, man, it's... it's hard sometimes. Because I know, and then from... Because, in my perspective, because I work on that other end, the management side of the operations, and it's... Yeah, like, I don't... that's what they want you to do, ideally. They want you to shoot for unrealistic and hope to hit it.
Yeah.
And it's I
get the idea because, like Bruce Lee said, like, a goal is not necessarily meant to be reached. It's just something to, just to have something to aim at. You know what I'm saying? So you have a target, a direction. You feel me? But they expect you to reach it. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you're not reaching this? You're not accomplishing this? You're failing. And then they start putting sometimes, they're really freaking pushy. They'll push you like, oh, I'm going to fire you. You're going to lose your job. You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on the boss and and the person in charge, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have someone like that. I can't work for someone like that. There's no way. There's no way. I've quit jobs. I leave places.
Yeah, man. You need to have good management.
But, that's why I'm where I'm at, because my manager's a good manager. She's great.
Definitely.
Best manager I've had. She cares about her employees, and she works herself, so it's easy to work for somebody who's willing to work too.
Definitely. And show you how it's done, and get in there, explain it to you firsthand.
Exactly, because I've always known to lead by example,
I kind of like what you're talking about, though. There's a lot of ancient, just it really seemed like just like good parables and stuff that was in Shang-Chi. Like we were talking about, they said that you aim at nothing, you hit nothing, because they were kind of like referring to somebody's life, and she was saying she couldn't really figure it out and stuff. And it's you aim at nothing, you hit nothing. And so yeah, then I was thinking, yeah, shit, man. If you don't have no goals, no aspirations, then there's nothing. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you're complacent. That's good. But then there ain't nothing else. It's just that.
Yeah.
How do you hope to, achieve something or get to something if you're not putting in the work to get it?
And that's what's a lot wrong with the world. You know what I'm saying? That's why people feel so down. I feel like is because they're not living up to their greatest potentials. You know what I'm saying? And doing what they can. You know what I'm saying? And reaching those goals, or aiming at those goals. They have nothing. People have nothing because of that. Like how you're saying, you know what I'm saying? And everybody's walking around, don't even know their worth or value. A lot of people don't even have it because they don't have no skills. They don't do nothing with themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's you can't expect to be happy doing nothing exactly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless you're truly happy. I mean, I don't know. There might be some people who are truly happy doing that. I can't fucking put it past nobody, because people are individuals.
Yeah, man. I mean, and I joke about it a lot at work with my coworkers and stuff. Shit, dude, if I was a millionaire, I would not be here. But I mean, honestly, a lot of people talk about it too. Even some of my older coworkers, who are up there in their age, and it's kind of get bored at home. They need something to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get that, but I don't know. I guess, yeah, if I had the money though, I might still be, employed somewhere, but, I definitely wouldn't be invested as much as I am,
I'd definitely be traveling, bro.
Yeah, I'd be living life more. I'd be enjoying it, because I wouldn't feel the obligation to be there. There's nothing, I'd still be a hard worker and doing what I need to do, to, get paid. But, I'm not going to be, overly worried about getting fired. If you're going to fire me, fine. It is what it is. I can get employment somewhere else. But, if it's, when you got that cushion, shit, dude. Fuck. But that should not be an incentive to be lazy, to be, to feel like you're better than somebody else, that you can't do this kind of work.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I don't believe in that type of shit, bro.
That's bullshit, bro.
That whole class
pisses me off.
Levels type shit, bro. I don't like to see things that way because it creates an inferior and a superior.
Yeah.
And that puts people down. You know what I'm saying? Under others, and it's just not the way to be. So I try to see everything on a similar level. You know what I'm saying? I know we're all in our own points of development, but we're all here together. You know what I'm saying? We're all just developed more in certain areas.
Did you move again? All right, let's use this then. Just move it over when you move.
Perfect.
Yeah, man. Development. It's all development.
Yeah, man.
Never stop developing.
That's one thing I've been learning too, is that I've had certain parts of myself that weren't fully developed. Grown up feels like parts of myself are still 15. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just I didn't develop in those areas for whatever reason, And it made me realize, like, whatever you don't pay attention to becomes your blind spot. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's also another thing. You just gotta be aware, bro. You just gotta pay attention all the time.
Always, bro. And I was talking with my manager too. Like, vigilance is kind of just like, that's one of my core values. Like, bro, like, I want to know what's going on around me. Not to be like, just so I know where I'm at in the world. And know what's happening. Because I mean, it's to be in the most drastic terms, but the second, you stop paying attention, the second it happens, in my opinion. But I mean, it's good to just know, be aware and, know what's going on around you and be present, because then in my opinion, that's really what's present, when you're aware of what's happening.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah. And like a lot of my life, I've noticed that I think I've spoke about it before, I just wasn't present a lot, I'd be so like in my mind. Somewhere else, literally thinking about something else, while I'm in a conversation with somebody and not even be in the conversation and just be like holding it. Like, so I don't even know how I'd be holding conversation. Like, I'm like, how the fuck did I hold conversation so long without knowing how to without really knowing how to conversate?
It's it's a thing, man. It's reality.
It was weird, bro. Yeah, and then so I've been having to like evaluate my whole conversation, my whole like conversation technique.
I would say this has definitely helped me, even more, just with talking with people. But it's one thing I've really learned, just in all my travels and stuff, is it is important to just talk to people, get people's opinions and learn who other people are. Because that's what matters, none of this other superficial bullshit like politics and, all those other things. Like, we're humans in the end. Yeah, some of these things truly do matter in the end, what we decide to do with them. But I mean, like, we're all human beings, man. We all start from the same place. We're all gonna end up 6 feet, with a concrete headstone and shit. It's like, it is what it is. Like, we should all just understand that, we're on the same level. We all have the same, parameters. We live and we die. We should treat each other, with dignity and respect and not just see everybody as, money and, means to, your own gain.
Exactly, man. I talk to this homeless person the same way I talk to the businessman. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Unless the homeless person's disrespecting you.
Yeah. Yeah, man. There's a tendency for that.
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot lately, too. They're just all drunk and out of their minds, though, so I kind of pay no attention.
Yeah, it's the best response sometimes, just not responding.
Yeah. That's what I've been working on. It's just, like, my response to things, not responding so rashly. You know what I'm saying?
Like so soon?
Well, like in the past, I used to flip out on people. You know what I'm saying? You oppose me, I'd flip on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my thing.
Yeah.
So, I'm not trying to do that. That's not the way to be. And I understand that. So, like, of course, there's situations you just gotta walk away. There's certain situations you definitely gotta learn how to talk. And that's one thing I've been learning, too, is just how to talk to where I'm not, like, flipping. You know what I'm saying? How to, like, actually compose myself,
In my company training videos, they call them having a courageous conversation.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But, I mean, it's real, You got to have those hard conversations and address certain things and, because then it does build up, and then you do, let that rage out somewhere else.
Exactly. So I address that shit right away.
Yeah.
Right away. You can't let that shit build up, bro. If it does, then just, you might explode, and that's not always good.
No. Yeah, man. I mean, because it's honestly cool, you know, like, just being able to, you know, do that sometimes too, you know, and just address it and, you know, and it's, the best part about it for me in doing it is like, you know, not being, you know, not addressing it the way I want to, you know, not like in a way where, you know, I'm coming at you sideways or, you know, being rude in any way, you know, because, you know, that's not what it's about for the most part. You know, it's about something that I feel, you know, I just want to talk to you about. And, you know, in reality, everyone's going to take it how they want to take it, and they're going to do what they want to do with it, you know, because you can take a horse to water, you can't make them drink. So, you know, your opinion, my opinion is my opinion, you know, that's the thing too, you know, like I'm not trying to make people conform, but, you know, it's also good to just address things because, you know, like you said, you know, like I said, people grow blind spots, and sometimes they're just not aware of certain things.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like some people really don't learn respect, you know, so I kind of try to take that into account, you know. Some people aren't raised right.
It really seemed, oh, it's my move, right?
Yeah.
It really seemed like, yeah, it seems like nobody knows about manners much anymore either. Like, you know, holding doors and, you know, certain things. Excuse me, thank you. You know, like, God.
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's up, people.
It's completely weird to me. Like a different breed.
Hella. Yeah, man, I don't know. I like breathing sometimes. It's good to breathe. Take a deep breath, guys. Take a deep breath. In and out. Alright?
It's hard. It's hard to just hit the blunt.
Yeah, it's hard with smoke in your lungs, but otherwise, it's good, man. Like, you know, especially, like, you know, when you're panicking, you know, it's, you know, why do you think they tell people when they're on planes and shit? It helps. Like, I don't know, like, the science around it, but I assume, like, there's probably, like, you know, the more flow of blood and the oxygen in your blood and...
It's the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. So, like, whenever you breathe in, it activates your sympathetic nervous system, which is, like, your like, fight or flight, you know? And then when you breathe out, it activates your parasympathetic, which, like, calms you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, certain breathing practices will teach you to hold or to have longer exhales. You know what I'm saying? So you can calm yourself more. So, like, you can like breathe in for freaking 3 seconds. Not 30 seconds. That's a long time. For 3 seconds. Hold it for like for a certain amount of time, and then exhale for like 6 seconds or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
there's a certain breathing practice. I could share the video or something like that, but...
Yeah, back when I was, you know, did my acting class stuff, we used to do a lot of, you know, breathing techniques and stuff like that too, and there was one where we would, it essentially was, you know, we'd breathe all the way out, hold it as long as you could, then you breathe in, hold it as long as you could, and then out as long as you could, and just, you know, stuff like that. And then I really like the ones where we would, like, lay on our back, and we would, like, just, like, just, like, haw into the air, and just, like, and then everyone just, like, kind of do their own haws, and just, like, send it into the cosmos. And that was, like, you know, the idea they put into our head, you know, you're sending it into the, you know, into space.
That's tight as fuck.
But yeah, bro, I miss that stuff. But I feel like doing that shit, though, really fucking opened my mind, you know, like, really re-unlocked my imagination, you know, because I feel like at a certain age, we you know, we put it in the cupboard, you know, we're like, you know, that's child stuff, that's, you know, that's no longer necessary, blah, blah, blah.
See, did I move? I did. See, I've been trying to do that. I've been trying to, like, reactivate my imagination, too.
One more?
I'll have a little.
Oh, it's burning. Hurry, grab it. Oh.
That's what I've been doing, like, with my music, you know? Like, I've been trying to be, like, a lot more creative. Hold on, I think you moved, actually. You moved your night here, right?
Yeah, did you move that?
I didn't.
Okay. It wasn't that the bishop?
The bishop was there. Okay. The last move was the queen.
Okay.
Did you move after my queen?
I think it might have been the knight.
That's what I thought.
All right, go. Yeah, man. It's an interesting world we live in.
Oh, yeah.
When you look around and pay attention sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot out there. I'm trying to learn as much as I can.
Yeah, man. More than meets the eye. Yeah, so, The Doors of Perception. Read it.
Oh, yeah.
If,
I haven't read it. I'll say that. But I know it's a great book.
It's interesting. I mean, it's different. If you've ever experienced psychedelics, be that, lysergic acid, dimethylamine, mescaline, dimethyltryptamine, any of those, interesting ones. He really, I feel like, puts words to, experiences. I mean, they're not all the same, but I feel a little bit of what he's talking about, in The Doors of Perception and Heaven and Hell, really do just like, hit home. And it's because he's, before he ever dabbled in this stuff, really, it seemed like he was just really, very an intellectual, about, figuring out life and stuff. And the fact that he did, dabble in it and put his words to it is really awesome. I mean, his words are hard to read sometimes because he uses some really big words and, words that are just like kind of dated. And it's like, wow. But once you get past that, it's some interesting stuff, really, for sure. Recommend it, guys. Let me shoot that quick passage real quick while I'm at it. Get it out of the way. In the 1940s and 1950s, Huxley changed direction yet again as he became fascinated by the spiritual life, in particular with the possibility of direct communication between people and the divinity. Huxley read widely into the writings of the mystics and assembled an anthology of mystical writings called The Perennial Philosophy, 1945. Around this time, he began experimenting with mind-altering drugs like mescaline and LSD, which he came to believe gave users essentially the same experiences that mystics attained through fasting, prayer, and meditation. The Doors of Perception, 1954, and Heaven and Hell, in 1956, Huxley's books about the effects of what he termed psychedelic drugs became essential texts for the counterculture during the 1960s. Yet, Huxley's brother Julian cautions against the image of Aldous as a kind of spiritual godfather to hippies. One of Aldous' major preoccupations was how to achieve self-transcendence while yet remaining a committed social being. How to escape from the prison bars of self and the pressures of here and now into realms of pure goodness and pure enjoyment. So, that's what I agree with, It's about enjoying yourself, but making the world a better place and speaking truth and, doing your part.
Yeah. Exactly, man. Like, I feel like I've been on a similar journey as him, like me and you and a couple of our friends, a lot of our friends in our circle, because we're into a lot of that same stuff, and it's definitely brought us different understandings and different views of life about ourselves and the world around us,
Mm-hmm.
And it's some crazy stuff. It's some crazy stuff for real. And then that's why I love reading these people's experiences. It's because it's like they always said, to stand on the shoulders of giants. These are the giants right here. These are the freaking pioneers of all this. That has led us here. You feel me? So that's why also I feel it's good to read. you know, because it helps us build ourselves and continue building as a collective, you know. And it was crazy because I was at this place. It's called Shields, right in Springs.
Yeah,
it's like this sports goods place.
Okay,
kind of like Dick's. And they had these freaking robots, bro. They had this Abe Lincoln robot, and he was all talking about how it's our duty as a race to hold on, you know, and continue on living for our ancestors and all, you know, for the people who came before us, because they didn't do all this for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we got to continue that. We got to keep on. And I was like, man, honestly, y'all hear this dude? I'm like, this dude's kind of speaking some real shit, you know. And it's just some robot in this Shields freaking sports mall type thing,
yeah.
You know. And I'm like, wow, that's actually pretty damn tight.
Hell yeah, it's like message.
Like people just probably walking by and not even paying no mind to it.
Getting brainwashed for the better.
I'm just like, damn, bro, this dude's actually spitting some real shit. I was like, that's tight. We need more of that.
Yeah, man, that shit is real. You know, and I think like that a lot too. You know, because I mean, and that's another purpose for life, you know, like right there, that's a purpose for life. You know, people want to find a purpose for life, bam, right there. You know, think about how many millions, you know, died before you that led to you to live here and be here in this moment, to, you know, have it like you do. You know, it took millions of people getting together, having sex, having a baby, raising that baby getting up, growing up, being a person, meeting another person, and doing everything over and over, and here you are, you know. Like, shit wasn't easy, bro. You know, and
we can't just give up.
Yeah, you know, it's something you got to be grateful for.
Real shit.
And yeah,
we're blessed, bro. Like, we didn't have to be here, in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it'd be tough. I feel, you know, everybody got it tough, bro.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not as tough as it was before. I know that. We worked hard to make it easier, bro, for a reason. You know what I'm saying, on ourselves.
Yeah, man. And I mean, we got to keep it going.
Yeah, man.
It doesn't stop.
Doesn't mean you get lazy, though.
Yeah, never that.
Get creative.
Yeah. Get back. Do your part.
Yep.
You know, everybody can do their part somehow. Reality's vast. So much you can do, you know. You can do this, you can do a podcast, talk to people.
Exactly, man. Like,
it's not that hard.
Shit, it's easy. We're doing it.
Yeah. Very.
Well, actually, it was a little work. We'll say that.
It's not like cake.
It doesn't just come together. Everything's a process.
Definitely.
Everybody got to understand that. But you just got to follow through. You know what I'm saying? But what else are you going to do with your time? You know, just waste it? Like, that's how I see it, man. I'm like, man, you got to do something with yourself.
That's it, man. You got to want it. You know, nobody's going to want it for you.
Exactly.
Because, if you don't want it, there's no point.
The great axiom. Life's a trip.
I preach. Can you hand me that lighter? Yeah, man. It certainly is a trip. It's an experience. It's travel. It's a trip through time.
Yeah, a trip through time, space.
Yeah, that's one thing I've learned. One of the farthest distance between two places is time. Oh, well, that's the farthest distance between two places. Time.
This moment from the next. Or the last. Like, dang.
Because you'll never get there.
You should never get there.
Unless it's the future, then it's coming up, and then there it went.
That's fucking crazy. Interesting way to look at it. As he hits the bomb, he gives us.
Oh my god!
He leaves us in deep thought. It's like, woo, yeah.
first there wasn't been like a clog or something. I had a bird through it. But yeah, man, life don't ever stop. It's constant. The grind, it goes.
Here till you're gone. We're here till we're gone.
Yeah. Like I'm here until I'm not. So live it to the fullest. Oh shit, my time. Man, you know I love chess. And yeah, I haven't played since the last time with Cody.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot actually. I've been working on just different strategies.
I see that. Yeah, strategy. So you're talking about that Miyamoto book?
Oh yeah.
What's it called again? The Five Rings, right?
The Book of the Five Rings.
Yeah, that's...
Miyamoto Musashi.
I was told about that. One of my coworkers, they were talking to me because I brought up the 48 Laws and stuff, and yeah, they brought up the Five Rings. Yeah, it's in the stack. It's waiting. It's after what do you call it? What's the one? The Five Agreements? Four Agreements? The Four Agreements?
That's a different.
No, I know, but that's what I have on my pile. But you know what I'm talking about, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Four Agreements, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's next.
You talking about reading?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Five Rings, bro. That's a fucking legendary book.
Yeah, man, it's
supposed to be about his double blade technique.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Miyamoto Musashi's double blade technique.
Oh, the Five Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
because he was one of the world's greatest samurai. He's the face of all samurai. Miyamoto Musashi.
Miyamoto. That's
yeah, he fucking... Yeah, so supposedly, which I believe, when he was 13, his first fight he got into was with this guy. He came to his village, and he challenged the strongest warrior. And Miyamoto stepped up, and he had a wooden stick, and he beat this samurai with a wooden stick. And that dude had an actual sword. Beat his ass with a wooden stick. I was like, this fool's a beast.
That'd be tight.
I was like, damn, bro, he ain't no one to play with. That's for sure.
Rock your shit with a stick. Pull out the plank.
That shit was crazy. When I heard that story, that's what really interested me in Miyamoto Musashi. And then,
yeah.
Because if you see him, like his pictures or whatever, he's the face of all samurai. That's what it said. He's like one of the world's greatest samurai in all of Japan. So he's like the face. So most of the people that you'll see as samurai, they look just like him. Even like the Dragon Ball Z characters, they kind of like him.
Interesting. It makes me think of I was watching a little bit up on do you know who Dirty Harry is?
It sounds familiar, but
yeah, he's essentially this dude with this 44 who's it was a TV show, I'm pretty sure. He's this guy. It was Clint Eastwood, essentially him with a 44 as a cop, and he's fucking blowing fools away and shit. And it's do you feel lucky, punk? Well, do you?
Oh, I think I have.
Yeah, that was him, and it's just that's funny. But I was watching a little bit of him, and he's just funny because it was interesting stuff. Because it seemed what could I see? He was always blowing people away, and then seemed the storyline was going towards either regulation of that, or then a military state where it was oh, well, you do it, and so, we're gonna start, being street executioners and shit, and it's oh my god. But that's interesting stuff, though. I don't want you Judge Dredd, where it's You know about Judge Dredd a little? No?
Nah, actually I don't.
Judge Dredd is essentially it's like a future lawman, Mega City 1. Essentially, the street judges, they're given the charge of, essentially judging on site, and so they can execute you and stuff, get, essentially capital punishment on site and shit, and so like they're like riding around on fucking motorcycles, and yeah, it's really interesting stuff.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting stuff. I really like it. It's dope. Check out Judge Dredd, guys, if you've never seen Judge Dredd. If you've seen Judge Dredd, let us know in the comments below.
Is it like a movie?
Well, originally it was a comic, but yeah, it became a movie in like the 80s with Sylvester Stallone, and then they remade it like recently, I think it was like 2013 or something, with Carl Urban, but that was really good too. That one's more realistic. It's like all gruesome and shit. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah. That guy. Oh, my move? Let's see here. Oh, snap. Oh, snaps like that low. That's what we doing? Just kidding.
Something like that.
Oh,
Something like that.
Oh, shit. Oh, Cheetos. I see you. Ooh! Pop goes the weasel. Yeah, it's quite an interesting world to which we've been thrust upon. I'm gonna smoke a J.
Yeah. I can say it's quite interesting.
What about you guys? Do you think it's an interesting world or not? Tell me how your reality is. How do you perceive this world to which we live?
Yeah, for real. Let us know in the comments below. It's a crazy world. Everybody has different perspectives.
Hell yeah. And I hope they do.
I hope they do. Don't conform.
I mean, it is a good thing to have consensus on certain things, I suppose. Like, global warming.
Global warming is a thing.
That shit is real. Well, people are all like super political and shit, and I mean, I get it, but like, it's not, it's not, it's like COVID, bro, alright, that shit ain't political. They don't give a fuck if you're a Republican or Democrat. It's gonna kill your ass, or it's gonna hurt you, it's gonna scar you, it's gonna change you, it's gonna do whatever it wants, like, it doesn't matter what your beliefs are, alright, it is what it is, it's gonna have an effect, things like that, yeah, okay, people just gotta realize everything has an effect, everything has a contingency. You're putting things into the air, yeah, it's gonna have an effect. It's just what it is. It's not, people try to act like just saying that is like trying to destroy certain things or your way of life. Like, no, man, I'm just stating obvious facts. Like, it's going to have an effect. Like, and this is what the effects are, like, it's reality. I guess a lot of people aren't hip with reality anymore, but, it's what it is.
It's crazy, man.
I remember one time I tried to tell this guy that, like, well, yeah, essentially that, global warming's real. He said, no, it's not. I'm like, well, yeah. And then, like, essentially, climate change is global warming because, the climate changing is going to happen anyway. Climate always changes. But the fact that global warming is happening now is part of climate change. When it's like, yeah, it is. They coexist. So it's like, yeah, but it's whatever, you know. Like, what have I read? A lot of nothing.
I don't know, man. I just kind of believe it too because it feels hot. Feels hotter.
Yeah,
it's hotter, bro. I don't know about y'all, but it was a hot ass summer. Yeah, I ain't never felt heat like that, bro. When I was a kid, heat never used to feel like that. It was thick. It was like a blanket of heat, just wrapping around you. You step outside, you're like, what the fuck? You just got wrapped around with heat. Just a huge wave.
Yeah,
covered you.
It was really hot, exceptionally. And I mean, yeah, man, it's just real, man. Just look around. You know, the only way, if you truly, you can be ignorant about it all you want, but the signs are there. You know, the drinking water's a little dropping. You know, the reservoirs, the oceans are rising. You know, all these hurricanes and tornadoes and flooding and wildfires are happening more and more and more frequently. Oh, I wonder why that is. Like, you know, it's not rocket surgery, man. Really, it's basic ABCs. Like, effects, you know, everything has an effect. You know, just, you know, millions of people unmitigatingly pouring thousands of, you know, particles of CO2 into the atmosphere. It's going to cause things to happen. Yeah. I don't know.
That's what it is.
You can disagree with me all you want. Go ahead. Tell me how you feel in the comments below. I'd like to hear about it.
Cause and effect is a reality.
Yeah, it is. Did you already move or no?
I did, indeed.
Who's that?
I moved to my bishop.
Oh, I see. Ooh. What a world. Okay. What do you guys think about my breathing? Is it admirable? Let me know in the comments below.
This guy is. Is my breathing admirable?
Like, let me know. Critique me. Like, how can I improve my breathing? Like, should I just hold my breath? See if I could hold it for 55 minutes. You know, people can... I've heard people, like, you know, with proper techniques and stuff, can actually hold their breath for, like, up to, like, 5 minutes. And, like, that'd be interesting to be able to do that.
That's a long time to hold your breath.
Yeah. Well, because I guess, like, I think it was Margot Robbie. She had to do that for, like, you know, when she did the Harley Quinn or something. And she had to train with a guy. And, yeah, it's just, like, yeah, like, just holding your breath for that long. And she said mainly it was, like, training to know, like, when to, like, not to panic, you know, when you start to feel certain things and why you start to feel this way.
I swear I had a dream about something like that. But we were punching each other in the stomach.
Who was?
I don't know. It was somebody.
But somebody, and, interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. Indeed.
What, you felt like you were drowning or what?
Nah. It was like a rehearsal thing. Like that. Like Harley Quinn or some shit. I swear. It was weird.
That's interesting. But, yeah, man. That'd be interesting to, be able to do that. I don't know. I'm not sure how long I can hold my breath. I haven't really tried. Interesting move.
I could probably only hold my breath for like 30 seconds.
I think so.
Maybe a little longer. But, yeah, I can't hold my breath that long. No, 2 minutes. 5 minutes. Nah. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
Guess we have to find out. Have you been swimming at all recently? Or this summer?
Not.
No, man. Tragedy.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad about that too. I wanted to go, but I didn't really make no time.
Yeah, I feel that though. You really gotta carve out a...
Did you?
Yeah, like once, like 2 or 3 times maybe. Went down to Elitch's. Yeah.
That's tight.
Yeah, it was nice. It was cool to just sit there and relax. On the sun and shit. Make me think a lot, though. Making me think a lot. Ooh. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy doing this. It's fun though. Yeah. It's been quite a minute since I got down, like I said. But it's always fun. It's to me it feels like, you know what I mean, it's like regular games, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly. Have you played any video games recently?
I have not. Just on my phone, I've been playing that ant game. I think I told you about.
How's that been going?
It's just the same shit, bro. You just raise ants. You know what I'm saying? You upgrade your shit. It's not really nothing exciting.
Nothing to write home about.
Yeah. It's just... It's just something that's there.
Oh, man. Something that's there. Oh, man. Look at Loco. Chess.
It's a tough one. I've only gotten one piece. Isaac got some good defense always.
I don't know what you're talking about, though.
He's just not trying to give away his secrets.
You could put it out if you want. Strategy. Oh, snap, crackle, and pop. Ba 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 boom. The game has changed.
The game has changed.
The Matrix has rewritten itself. Maybe I should back up.
It's all noticeable now.
Like, god damn it. Shit. I guess I'll just... No, that's not a good one. Or is it? Mm-hmm. So what are you reading on now, Lou?
I'm reading that crystal book.
Crystal. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's all about crystal healing and crystal powers.
Nice.
Yeah, so it pretty much goes into the life of minerals, how they're developed, and the different stages, and why, how to actually correlate the healing properties to them. You know what I'm saying? Why they correlate with certain aspects and stuff like that to them. It's pretty cool.
Is it big or no?
It's not too big, so it's like probably about 500 pages almost.
Okay. Huh.
Four something. But a lot of like the last, I think, 100 pages are just like crystals. So it goes over like just the individual crystals themselves, and then their different properties and stuff like that. So it'd be like a 1 page of words, and then like a picture of the crystal and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. You liking that?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's interesting. Teaches you a lot. It's actually been teaching me a lot about life, you know, and how to develop myself, you know, as a person and grow. So like crystals, when they're developing or whatever, they're met with a lot of pressures. You know, the elements that compose the crystals, they come from like lava. That's like that's like their beginning state. They come from that, but they have to develop themselves in such a way that they could withstand that and overcome it and be able to come outside of that. You know what I'm saying? And then outside of that, they would encounter more and more obstacles and pressures, and that help the crystals develop. You know, and then they merge with different elements and stuff like that alter their chemistry and structures, and they become their crystals. You know what I'm saying? And it gives you like examples and comparisons into life, you know, and stuff like that. Like you have to come up with new strategies in life as you grow. You know, like what worked for you when you were a kid isn't going to work for you now, you know, as you're an adult, or like when you were a teenager as well. You know what I'm saying? So as you grow, you just gotta adjust and adapt.
Yeah.
You know.
Hell yeah, man. Them's facts.
Yeah, you know. Some new shit.
Change the law of life.
It's my move, right?
I believe so, sir. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. Why would you do that, though?
I don't know.
You don't like me no more, huh? I see how it is.
I didn't like you. I still don't.
It's okay.
It wasn't a good move.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
That's all I know. Thank you.
Thanks, man. I'll sacrifice a bishop for your queen.
So,
I can do that.
I can do that. It don't matter to me. So I got a strong position now. And you're in check.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can remedy. Oh, what an interesting move. Interesting move.
That's the piece I should have moved. Actually, originally. That's my original plan, but I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking something else. That's the problem.
Oh shit, look at the time. Well, you want to make that move, low, and then we can save this board. Oh man, yeah, we're just getting good. Alrighty, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Thank y'all for watching. Like, share, subscribe.
Until next time, let us know what y'all think. Peace.
Yeah. Peace and love.